Hi everybody, my name is Josh.
My name is Averie.
And we are starting our first YouTube channel together, and it's going to be called Pink is Perfect. It's going to be all kinds of different analysis about TV and films that we like, and fashion, and what else? Sports and things that our little brother says that bother us, and all kinds of different things in pop culture, and we're going to review them and give our analysis, right? Okay, so the thing that we're into now that we're super excited about is a TV show called
the 7th episode of WandaVision.
Very good. So it's the 7th episode now, WandaVision.
I'm going to give you an analysis.
She's going to give us her ideas and what she thinks is going on, what I think is going on. So, spoiler alert, if you are into WandaVision, you haven't seen episode 7 yet or any of the episodes, stop watching now. And if you like our video, just click the subscribe button and like the video and hit the notification bell, and you'll get all kinds of different news when we have new videos come out. You ready?
Right.
All right, here we go. So, WandaVision episode 7. What do we think is going on? Well, first give me a review. What happened in the episode?
Well, at the end,
okay,
Agnes turned out she was a witch.
What was her name? It was Agatha Harkness. Right.
And
so
that's where she got the name Agnes, from Ness and Agatha.
So Ag from Agatha.
Ness
is Agnes. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, so we weren't sure who she was the entire time, right?
Because she was hiding things, even when, if you have seen another episode when Agnes killed the dog Sparky, Wanda's dog, it didn't be like a spell, she killed him.
She actually killed the dog.
Yeah, she did. It didn't be like vines that he went into. It was like so
she's like a real witch. She's like a witch. So
and also when Wanda went in her basement in her house, she said, Agnes said, you're not the only woman in this town that has magical powers.
So it's turning out that there's a lot of, that at least Wanda and Agatha have a lot of different magical powers, right?
Well, you should say Agnes.
What did I say? Agatha? Okay, Agnes. Well, now she's Agatha. Okay, so other things that we know that are going on now, right? Is Vision, do you think Vision's real? Is he real?
Basically, well, Monica went in the force field 3 times.
So she's in the hex now.
And then the 3rd time, in the 7th video, she started having some memories in the hex.
Like getting her powers from her old memories of growing up.
And can you tell him the name of the superhero for Monica in the comics?
Yes, it was Photon, but also sometimes Spectrum. So we think she's going to have some kind of like powers or something, right? Because her eyes were
blue. And also, when she came out the force field, her eyes were blue, and also they showed us inside her eyes when they were blue.
Oh, what do you think that was? Like, what do you think they were showing on the screen there?
Well, she didn't have her outfit. She took off the white thing, and then she had that sword.
But she was able to, like, see the inside the hex differently.
Right. It was, like, kind of like rainbowy, kind of like my favorite colors. Some of my favorite colors.
Right. So it was almost like her powers were allowing her to see the hex for what it really was, and not the illusion.
Here's an example of her seeing it with her blue eyes. She can see inside Wanda, right?
She can see inside the hex. I don't know if she can see inside Wanda's brain, though.
Or maybe, like, inside her powers.
Maybe. Okay, so a couple of other things.
Or like Agatha, maybe when she was using her powers, maybe Agatha took Wanda's powers when she wasn't looking.
Maybe. Don't you kind of feel like somebody, if it's Agatha, is like kind of controlling Wanda and making her do the things that she's doing in the hex and controlling the people?
Before she was being put a spell on Wanda, maybe she brought Vision back to life before she got the spell from Agatha.
Right, so she probably broke into the sword facility, stole Vision's body, which we saw happen, right, and then somehow brought him to life. And then Agatha, we don't know where she came from or who she is exactly.
Or maybe Agatha, if you watched another episode where Quicksilver from X-Men, if you know him, he knocked on the door for Wanda's house, and it was in the the Quicksilver that she knew.
Right, it was like weird, right? That it was a different Quicksilver.
Maybe Agatha put him in the hex.
So maybe Agatha like brought him over from the X-Men universe and put him into this universe?
Yeah, but maybe he was already dead.
I don't know. Well, definitely the brother was already dead from Ultron, right?
Right.
Because Ultron shot him up.
You can watch Age of Ultron if you haven't seen it.
That's important for this.
And also X-Men movie with Quicksilver.
Right.
If there's a movie about him.
So what she's saying is you gotta watch the X-Men movie.
You gotta watch the X-Men movie and Age of Ultron from Avengers.
Right. That's important information to understand WandaVision, okay? So a couple of other things. Jimmy Woo has said that he's got this missing person that he talked about a little bit in the first few episodes. No, in episode 4 it started, but now we still don't know who do we think the missing person could be?
In the few past videos, there's a character called Dottie. She has only been in the second video, in episode.
Right. So maybe she's the missing person?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I mean, but we don't know who she really is.
But also in the 6th episode, that if you have seen it, a woman was doing some decorations and she kept doing the same thing and then she was
But that wasn't
crying.
Dottie, right?
No, that was a different woman. She was doing some decorations and...
So she was like under the spell.
Yeah, and then another... Maybe Agatha put her under the spell.
Well, we have to figure out who this missing person is.
And also another guy was standing behind her and...
That was her husband, probably.
Probably. But she was also trying to put up decorations, but maybe Agatha put...
Well, definitely at least Wanda had all the people in the hex under the spell. What is the hex for? Why do they keep calling it the hex?
Well, because it's basically a magical power.
Right, but it's what shape is it though?
It's a hexagon, which we keep seeing, like in the end of the first episode. Okay. There was a hexagon.
Right, and then on the wall in the main guy's office, right?
Yeah,
he had the pictures were in a hexagon.
And also when a sword. The head of sword, not Monica.
Right.
The head of sword, they showed a thing on a screen that was flat.
Right.
And there was a hexagon.
Right, so that was the shape of
And also I think some of the pictures in Wanda's house have some hexagons.
Interesting. Okay, so now do you think...
But I've never noticed that. And also in another episode when Quicksilver came from X-Men, there was like a silver hand behind them, right?
Oh, we think maybe there was like a hand reaching in.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we saw something in the background, but we're not sure if it's really something that's pulling them through. I have a question though. So now Wanda's kids are alive, Bobby and
it was Tommy
and Billy. I got it wrong, right? So they have 2 kids. Now in the comics, they become Wiccan and Speed, who are her kids. But we're not sure. Are they real? Do you think they're real?
Well, in one of the episodes, Vision said these are the only 2 kids in the whole town, and then in the 6th episode,
the Halloween episode,
every single
kids. So we don't know where these kids are coming from. We don't know if they're really her kids.
Quicksilver from X-Men, he said these kids are probably sleeping in their bed peacefully.
Right, so we're not sure where she's getting these kids from.
And also he said, it's not like your husband died twice.
Oh, because did he die twice?
Yes.
Which movie did he die?
From Infinity War, and if you've seen this episode, it was from the 7th episode. He was trying to go through the hex. I think it was from the 6th episode.
Right, he tried to go through the hex.
He was trying to go through the force field, and he was starting to break apart.
Okay, one last question we're going to talk about is there's this big news that there's supposedly a big character appearance by some character that could have already been in the Avengers universe or not, that could show up. I'm going to say, this is my opinion, I think that the big reveal is going to be Loki. I think Loki, wait, can I talk for a second, please? I think Loki is going to be the big bad. I think somehow he's behind all of this, and he somehow connected Agatha. Maybe there's a Mephisto connection to WandaVision, and he's the big reveal. But who do you think it's going to be?
I think, she said when Monica and Wanda were talking outside of her house, or maybe Agnes's house. She said maybe I'm the bad guy. Wanda said maybe I'm the bad guy.
So who could the big mystery reveal be? Could it be her dad, maybe? Who's Wanda's dad?
It wasn't Mephisto.
No, the guy that controls the metal. Magneto.
Magneto.
Right?
Yeah.
Could be him. It could be one of the guys that played Magneto.
Or it could be Ralph, which we haven't seen yet. And also, in one of the episodes, Agnes said, Ralph sprays this lavender on me every day.
So maybe Ralph is controlling Agatha.
Or we haven't seen him since.
We don't know who Ralph is.
So maybe he's dead, or maybe he's...
Maybe he's Mephisto. Maybe he's the devil. I don't know.
Maybe he's Loki. Maybe he's pretending to be...
Well, listen. This has been our episode 7 review of WandaVision. We're gonna...
First video that we made.
The first video we made on our new channel called Pink is Perfect. We're gonna come back next week with another review of episode 8. Next Friday. And we're super excited. So hey, if you like what we're talking about here, and if you like Averie's analysis and what Dad sometimes gets to say, then hit the subscribe button and like the video and hit the bell for notifications. You good?
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, bye.